Good morning. So today I'm going to have a detailed discussion of what political science is all about. The purpose of this detailed video lesson is for some students who were not able to attend our online classes, and for some reasons na minsan hindi ko kayo nami-meet, at least you will still have a reference with regards to our topic. Okay, by the way, the slides that I'm going to use in this discussion will also be shared in your Google Classroom. Just in case that I was not able to do that immediately, you can also take screenshots of every slide that I'm going to present. Okay, so today we're going to discuss about political science. So what is political science? So what is politics? It is the heart of political science according to Plato. Okay? So politics is the study of affairs, the polis, which means city or state, which he defined as the most sovereign and inclusive association. City or state. No? Mamaya i-discuss natin bakit ba nasabi that the heart of political science is politics, and bakit very important yung city, yung state, and the people that's inside that city or state. Now let's proceed. What is politics to others? To Robert Dahl, politics is the existence of rules or authority within the state. Now, when we talk about politics, hindi lang yan applicable sa gobyerno. Even in the smallest context, which is our family, whether you believe it or not, there is politics. Example, sa loob ng bahay, sino ba ang pinaka nasusunod? No? For some, syempre, majority ang boses ng tatay. For others, boses ng nanay. Pagdating sa magkakapatid, kung sino ang panganay. Sa loob ng classroom, there's also a politics, kaya nga meron kayong election of officers. Okay? So, even in the smallest context, there is politics, and we can agree that politics is everywhere. Basta merong hierarchy of authority, there is politics. Okay, it is therefore the study of power, relationships among the people in a given society, as well those relationships among states in the international community. Later on, we'll discuss about it more deeper, no? Especially with regards to international community. Okay, now, meaning of political science. The term political science is the systematic study of state and the government. So basta lagi natin naririnig yung term na science, ang karugtong agad nun, it's a systematic study. Meaning to say, hindi siya hinuhulaan, hindi siya chinachambahan. Merong systematic study or yung tinatawag nating scientific method. Now, political science is a social science regarding the practice and theory of politics that analyze, or the analysis of political system, the study of political behavior. So basically, dun umiikot yung political science, the analysis of political system and political behavior. Bakit ba sa Pilipinas presidential? Bakit sa ibang bansa monarchy? Ba't sa iba parliament? Okay, so bakit iba-iba, no, yung sistema ng pamahalaan na meron tayo? It's because of our political behavior. Okay, let's proceed. Now, why do we need to study political science? Basically, we have to understand how political system works. Hindi pwedeng hulaan lang natin kung ano nangyayari sa paligid natin. It also to understand the functions and role of the government. Para hindi naman natin lagi sinisisi yung gobyerno, dapat alam natin kung ano ba yung function nila at hanggang saan lang din sila. Even the government, meron silang boundaries. Okay? To understand the socio-political issues and their implications, and to cultivate responsive citizenship and effective participation in our government. Siyempre, bilang parte ng society, and we are under one government, so dapat nangingialam tayo kung ano ang nangyayari sa ating lipunang ginagalawan. Now, idiot. Madalas marinig natin tong salitan to, and mostly tinatawag natin to sa mga tao na parang, sorry for the term, tatanga-tanga, bubububuhan, walang alam. May pelikula pa, Three Idiots. Makikita natin sa movie na yun, para silang mga weird. Di ba? Parang kung ano-ano yung ginagawa nila sa buhay nila. Okay. So pero idiot originally is a political term. It's a Greek word which means idiotes sa kanilang lengguwahe. Ang ibig sabihin nun, someone who does not vote, someone who does not discuss public issues, and does not involve himself in governance, okay, on government affairs. Thus, an idiot is someone who is not politically aware. So, ibig sabihin, lagay natin sa simpleng pananalita, kung ikaw ay isang tao na kapag ang palabas sa TV ay news, nililipat mo, politically or politically categorically, okay, sorry, you are categorized as political idiot. Wala kang pakialam. Hindi ka nagpaparehistro. Okay? Pag-usaping West Philippine Sea, pag-usaping Pangulo, pag-usaping bayan, wala kang pakialam. Ang pakialam mo lang, paano ko ba i-cover tong isa sa TikTok, isang kanta sa TikTok, paano ko ba to i-dub, paano ba ako tataas yung ranking ko sa mga online gaming na ginagawa ko. Okay? We have to be politically aware. Okay? Kailangan may pakialam tayo sa bayan natin. No, nakakalungkot lang minsan, mas may pakialam pa tayo sa ibang bansa kaysa sa sarili nating bansa. Walang ibang magmamahal sa Pilipinas, kundi dapat ang mga Pilipino. Okay? Now, here are the fields of study in political science. Number 1, we have political theory. Anong ibig sabihin nun? The study of political views and thoughts or doctrines, ideology relating to the state. It includes the ethical and moral standards of the government. So, when we say political theory, pag sinabi nating theory, of course, it is not yet proven, pero there are some hypothesis, assumption about a political system. Pinag-aaralan dito, bakit ba yung Pilipinas may mga tao na ayaw lumipat sa federal form of government? Bakit kaya simula pa nung panahon ni Emilio Aguinaldo, presidential na yung sistema natin, and yet, parang hindi tayo muunlad. Parang sobrang kabisado na ng mga tao ang sistemang ito, na parang ito na rin yung naging hadlang para sa ating pag-unlad. And maybe, kaya mataas ang corruption sa Pilipinas at kabilang tayo sa mga bansang corrupt. Maybe the main reason is baka nga masyado na tayong pamilyar at kabisado na natin ang sistemang presidensyal na kung saan yung ating mga politician alam na nilang ikutan yung batas sa loob ng presidential form of government. Okay? Now, next is public law. It is the study of government powers, duties, its organization, and the limits of its authority in relation to individual rights. So, even though na parang ang may pinaka malaking responsibilidad when it comes to politics ay ang ating gobyerno, it still has to respect individual rights. Okay? Kahit gumawa pa ang Kamara, ang Kongreso, ang Senado ng batas, kailangan pa rin nilang i-consider ang individual rights. They have to make sure na walang karapatang pantao na natatapakan. Then we have public law. Under public law, it is divided into constitutional law. So alam naman na natin kung ano yung constitution. It's the supreme law of the land. Okay, ibig sabihin, walang batas na pwedeng gawin na labas sa konstitusyon. Okay? At pag sinabi nating konstitusyon, dapat lahat ng gagawin nating batas ay nasa ilalim lang nito. Ito yung konstitusyon, ito yung mga batas na ginagawa ng ating mga mambabatas. No? Kasi labas sa constitution, yun po ay tinatawag natin na unconstitutional. So most of the time, kapag ka ang isang panukalang batas ay hindi napapaloob sa loob ng konstitusyon or walang basihan sa konstitusyon, hindi ito lumalakad o hindi ito naaaprubahan. Then we have the administrative law, body of the law regulating conduct of government officials and agencies. Okay? So ito yung mga batas na sumasaklaw naman sa ating mga government officials. Kapag may ginawa silang korupsyon, may ginawa silang pandadaya, may ginawa silang anomalya, it is under administrative law. Okay? Then we have the international law, body of law pertaining to relation of sovereign states to one another. Ibig sabihin, meron man tayong kanya-kanyang batas sa ating bansa. Okay? Meron pa rin namang batas na tayo ay pinatutupad na may kinalaman when it comes to our relationship to other countries. No, tandaan natin, no one is an island. No, walang nabubuhay na mag-isa. No, kahit mismong bansa na puno na ng tao, kailangan pa rin natin ng mga kaagapay. Kaya nga may mga samahan na tinatawag natin, United Nations, Southeast Asian Nation, o yung ASEAN, Association of Southeast Asian Nation. Meron ding APEC, no, Asia Pacific Economic Summit. Ito yung mga bansang nagtutulungan para mapaunlad at maiangat, no, yung estado ng isang bansa. And this is governed and under international law. Okay? Then we have the public administration. Meron ding kurso nito sa kolehiyo. So what is public administration? It deals with the study of methods, techniques, and in the management of state affairs by the three branches of government, namely executive, legislative, judiciary. In our form of government, which is democratic republic, or presidente ang namumuno, laging present ang tatlong sangay ng pamahalaang ito: the executive, legislative, and judiciary. Ano ba yung executive? Pag sinabi natin executive, ito yung Pangulo. Pag sinabi naman natin legislative, ito yung Korte Suprema o yung kataas-taasang hukom. And then pag sinabi naman natin judiciary, baliktad pala. Pag sinabi nating legislative, ito yung upper house or lower house o yung tinatawag natin na Congress and Senate. Okay, sila yung gumagawa ng batas. So pag sinabi nating judiciary, ito yung Korte Suprema. I stand corrected, no? Again, executive is the president, legislative is the Congress and the Senate. Sila yung gumagawa ng batas. And then judiciary, ito naman yung Korte Suprema. Okay? Ito yung naglilitis sa mga kaso na hinahain sa bawat individual, sa bawat organisasyon, sa isang politiko, under ng judiciary. Sila yung gumagawa ng legislative, tagagawa ng batas, at ang executive ay tagapagpatupad ng batas. Ito yung kapag nagustuhan ng ating Pangulo yung batas na ito ay pipirmahin niya yun para maipatupad. Kaya ang tawag doon ay executive. Let's continue. Now, let's talk about state. Okay, ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng state? Okay, meaning of state. A state is a community of person more or less numerous, permanently occupying a definite territory under an organized government to which they render habitual obedience and enjoying freedom from foreign control. So pag sinabi nating state, basically, ang example nito ay ang ating bansa. No? We are less numerous. We are permanently occupying a definite territory, which is Philippines, under an organized government. We have a government to which they render habitual obedience and enjoying freedom from foreign control. Meron tayong sariling kultura, meron tayong sariling paniniwala, meron tayong sariling kinagawian dito sa Pilipinas. And meron tayong kalayaan. We can do whatever we want na hindi na-impluwensyahan ng ibang bansa. Okay, dati, we are under foreign control. So, we cannot consider ourselves a state. But because tayo ay mayroon ng sariling soberanya o kapangyarihan sa ating sariling bansa, we are considered a state. Next, what are the elements of state? Actually, if I'm not mistaken, there are 4 elements of state. Let's start with number 1. People. This refers to the inhabitants or the population, the state that comprises its citizen. Citizens are the persons who enjoys protection of the state and have the right to participate in its political affairs. So pag sinabi nating people, basically ito yung mga taong bumubuo sa isang bansa. Ngayon kung ang isang bansa ay may sariling gobyerno, merong sariling batas, yung mga tao sa loob ng bansa na yun ay tinatawag namang citizen. Okay? So people per se, mga tao. Pag sinabi nating citizen, mga tao na nakatira sa isang bansa na nakikilahok sa iba't ibang usaping pampolitikal. Again, remember the idiot term, we have to be political aware, so we should not be categorizing ourselves as politically unaware or idiot. Kailangan mangialam tayo. Okay? Number 2, territory. So number 1 is people, element of state. Second element of state is territory. This is the definite geographic area occupied by the people. The territory of a state must be definite, so to properly ascertain its jurisdiction. Okay? So, isang mainit na issue ngayon yan sa West Philippine Sea. Ang West Philippine Sea ay napapaloob sa ating jurisdiction. Ibig sabihin, sa lugar na nasasakupan ng Pilipinas. Okay? And this is a definite geographic area occupied by the Filipino people. But, unfortunately, hindi ito ginagalang ng bansang China at pumapasok pa rin sila sa loob ng ating bansa. Maraming usapin kung bakit ito ginagawa ng China. But on my personal opinion, una, tama ang desisyon ng pamahalaan na hindi makidigma sa China. Kasi ito yung gera na sa umpisa pa lang alam mo nang talo na. At kung tayo ay makikipaggera, mas malaki ang mawawala sa atin. Okay? Mas sa dulo, tayo ang kawawa. Okay? Kaya ang tama lang na nating gawin ay diplomatic protest lang. Okay? Lagi nating dadaanin sa diplomasya o mapayapang paraan. Pangalawa, sa tingin ko, kaya hindi ito iginagalang ng China, una, dahil syempre meron silang sariling paniniwala, no, na kanila yung parte na yun ng Pilipinas using their 9-dash line na pagsukat ng teritoryo na parang every year ay na-extend. Pangalawa, if I'm not mistaken, inalis na ng China ang sarili nila sa United Nations. Pangatlo, at huli, sa tingin ko, there is some under the table agreement between the Philippines, our politicians, and the China na ganito talaga ang mangyayari in the near future. Na alam na nila na gagawin ito ng China. Kasi ang China, meron yung tinatawag na BRI or Build Road Initiative na kung saan yung mga bansang mahihirap nangangailangan ng pera para pampatayo ng iba't ibang infrastructure para sa kanilang bansa, ay pinapautang nila ito ng malaking halaga. And in return, syempre kailangan yung bayaran ng bansa. At kung sakaling hindi sila makakabayad, base lang ito no, doon sa aking master's class, minsan daw ang nagiging collateral ay lupain ng isang bansa. At madalas ito ang ginagawa ng China sa mga bansang kanilang pinapautang. At kasama tayo doon. Yung BRI, yun yung Build Road Initiative or yung Silk Road na tinatawag sa China. Sa atin, ang term lang ay build, build, build. Pero majority ng financer nun o nagpi-finance nun ay the Chinese government. Kaya tayo ay tikom pagdating sa ginagawa ng China sa West Philippine Sea. Okay? Then, we have 4 types of territory. Number 1, terrestrial. Ibig sabihin, ito yung lupa. Okay? Yung lupa na nilalakaran natin, tinatayuan ng mga buildings, mga kalsada, that's terrestrial. Mga bundok, yan. Then we have maritime. Okay? Ito na nga yung pinag-aagawan. No, ito yung sakop natin when it comes to waters, bodies of waters. And then, we also have the pluvial. Ito naman yung lupa sa ilalim ng dagat. Kaya hindi ka pwede basta-basta maghukay doon na sa tingin ng Pilipinas yun ang balak ng China para makakuha ng langis. Then we also have the aerial. Ito naman yung aerial territory. Kaya hindi naman pwedeng pumasok ang iba't ibang klase ng eroplano basta-basta sa loob ng teritoryong panghimpapawid ng Pilipinas. Okay? So we've already discussed the element of state. Number 1, the people. Second is the territory. Okay, and when we talk about territory, we have 4 types. The terrestrial, the maritime, the fluvial, and the aerial. And number 3, government. This refers to the body of people and different agencies that make and enforce laws. Basically, ito yung ating mga political leaders, no, mula sa Pangulo hanggang sa barangay tanod. Okay? Na recently naging viral because of the essential lugaw. Paano sila nagkakaroon ng kapangyarihan? Ito ay sa pamamagitan ng pagboto ng mga Pilipino. At dahil doon, nagkakaroon sila ng tinatawag na legitimacy. Okay? Ang isang halal na tao, no, para sa isang posisyon, ang kapangyarihang nakukuha niya ay yung tinatawag na legitimacy power. Hindi niya ipinilit kung hindi siya ay binoto. Okay? Last one, sovereignty. Pag sinabi nating sovereignty, this term comes from the old French word souverain, which means to rule over. Thus, it refers to the supreme power of the state to rule over its citizen within its territory and be free from control of the foreign states. Ang isang bansa na walang impluwensya mula sa ibang bansa, lalo na pagdating sa pagdedesisyon nito sa usaping panloob ng isang bansa, ay isang bansang may soberanya, may kapangyarihan sa sariling bansa. So tandaan natin, pag sinabi nating sovereignty, ito yung kapangyarihan ng isang bansa na pamahalaan ang kanyang sarili na walang impluwensya mula sa ibang bansa. We have two types of sovereignty. Number one, internal sovereignty. Ito yung binabanggit natin kanina. The power of the state to rule completely over the people inside its territory. Okay, citizens or aliens. Ibig sabihin ng alien dito, hindi ito yung may spaceship. Okay? Yung alien dito ay yung mga dayuhan na nasa loob ng ating bansa. Okay? So, internal sovereignty. Pag sinabi naman natin external sovereignty, this refers to a state that is fully independent and no foreign power can control in its internal affairs. So, basically, they are connected to each other. Internal, kapangyarihan ng isang bansang pamahalaan ang kanyang sariling bansa, no, sa usaping panloob. External, kapangyarihan ng isang bansa na hindi mapanghimasukan ng kapangyarihan mula naman sa ibang bansa. So we have that external sovereignty. Gusto niyang gawin sa bansa niyo, kayong bahala dyan. Hindi namin yan kailangan gawin. So that is external sovereignty and internal sovereignty. Now, there are two doctrines expressed by the UN when it comes naman to this following concept. We have what we call territorial integrity. This refers to the right of a state to resist any aggression or intervention in its own affairs by the foreign states. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, ito yung kapangyarihan ng isang bansa na pigilan ang isang bansa na lumalabag when it comes to a territorial dispute. Ito yung example, ito yung ginagawa ng China ngayon. They are not respecting our territorial integrity. Kasi alam naman natin at malinaw naman, sinabi na rin ng United Nations Convention on the Laws of the Seas na ang karagatang sinasakop ng China ngayon ay sa Pilipinas. Pero hindi yan ginagalang ng China. Therefore, they are violating our territorial integrity. The problem is, we cannot be too aggressive when it comes to China. Kasi baka mamaya, magbigay ito ng maling signal sa kanila at mauwi sa digmaan. Okay? Isa pang problema na nakikita ko dito ay pinanghimasukan na ito ng Amerika. Alam naman natin sa kasaysayan na basta pinasok ng Amerika ang isang usaping panloob ng isang bansa, ang ending lagi ay gera. Nakita natin to sa Afghanistan. Nakita natin to sa Iraq. Nakita natin to sa Iran. Nakita natin to sa dito mismo sa ating bansa. Nung tinulungan tayo ng mga Amerikanong lumaban sa mga Kastila at sa mga Hapon, ang ending tayo din ang sinakop nila. Number 2, we have territorial intimacy. This refers to the legal authority and power of a state to impose what it wants to all people, organization, or association within its territory without interference from foreign states. So same thing pa din, territorial integrity and territorial intimacy. So pag sinabi naman nating intimacy, ito yung karapatan ng isang bansa na magpatupad ng mga iba't ibang mga patakaran, mga gabay sa paggamit ng ating teritoryo, sa paggalugad at sa pagprotekta ng ating lupain, karagatan man yan, ilalim ng dagat o himpapawid, without interference from foreign states. Kaya nga every time na nagkakaroon ng pagpasok mula sa, let's just say for example, sa dagat o sa himpapawid, ini-interfere agad yan ng Philippine Air Force o sa America US Air Force na sasabihin nila, please check your map, you are entering the territory, okay, the territory of the United States of America or the Philippine government. You are entering without permission, so we are giving you a warning to leave immediately our space territory, our aerial territory, our maritime territory. Ganun yung ginagawa ng mga armed forces sa pagprotekta sa ating mga teritoryo, in which ito yung hindi natin nakikita sa usaping West Philippine Sea. Nasa loob tayo ng sarili nating bansa, nasa loob tayo ng sarili nating teritoryo, pero tayo yung napapaalis. No, kawawa naman yung mga mangingisdang Pilipino. Okay, characteristic of sovereignty. Again, pag sinabi nating sovereignty, ito yung karapatan o kapangyarihan ng isang bansa na pamunuan, okay, at o pamahalaan ang kanyang sariling bayan o sariling bansa. So, anong characteristic ng sovereignty? It should be permanent. Okay, hindi yan nagbabago. It is exclusive. Siyempre, pang Pilipinas. Hindi pwedeng yung batas natin ay applicable sa ibang bansa. No. And the other way around. Hindi pwedeng yung batas nila applicable sa atin. And then, it should be comprehensive. Kailangan detalyado. Hindi yan yung huhulaan mo lang. Kaya lahat yan ay nakasulat. Okay? Now, distinguishing the state, government, and nation. Ano bang kaibahan ng state? Ano bang kaibahan ng government and nation? Nakakalito to minsan, no? Especially pagka masyadong general yung approach natin sa bagay na to. So pag sinabi natin government, the government is only an element of the state. Pinag-usapan naman natin yan, no? It's part of the four element of state. So ibig sabihin, government is under a state only, while the state is an abstraction, while the government takes a concrete form. So yung state, it's the principle, it's the idea. Wala ka naman talaga makikitang state. Na ito state. No, kasi binubuo siya ng iba't ibang elemento. No, while the government naman, it's a concrete form, ibig sabihin. Kung ang state ay principle, okay, ang government is a concrete form. Makikita natin yan, Philippine government, US government, Chinese government. Okay, nakikita natin sino-sino yung mga namumuno. The state is the formal association of the people. Sinabi na natin kanina yan na part of the element of the state, number one is people. Okay? So kaya may estado, may mga tao. Hindi po pwedeng may estado pero walang tao. Paano nabuo yun? Diba? It makes sense. Then a state is more permanent than government. Okay? Nabanggit na yan kanina. So a state should be permanent. Okay? Na ibig sabihin, pwedeng mag-iba yung gobyerno, pwedeng umalis ang Pangulo, pwedeng ma-impeach siya, pero yung estado nandun pa din. And then, the power of the state is whole and absolute and inherent to it as a sovereign entity. Okay. So, ang ibig lang sabihin nito, in relation to a state is more permanent. So, yung state, dahil nga permanent siya, yung kanyang kapangyarihan ay permanente din. Okay? So, parang tinatawag nga doon ay, yun nga yung sinasabing sovereign entity. Okay? Pag sinabi naman natin government, pwede yan mapalitan. Like for example, pinag-uusapan natin ngayon ang posibilidad na pagpapalit ng forma ng gobyerno mula sa presidential or democratic republic going to federal democratic. No, Pangulo pa din ang namumuno, pero may kanya-kanyang estado. Hindi na yung isang estado lang para sa lahat, no? Parang brief picture of the difference between our form of government now and the proposed federal form of government. Pag sinabi nating the form of our government now, which is the Democratic Republic, ito yung Malacanang, okay, nasa taas yung Malacanang, lahat ng iutos niyan applicable sa Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao. Lahat ng pondo papuntang Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. Okay. Pero, pag sinabi naman nating federal form of government, yung Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao ay magkakaroon ng kanya-kanyang sariling pamahalaan, sariling batas, sariling economic policies. Okay, parang sa Amerika, may mga batas na applicable sa isang lugar na hindi applicable sa isang lugar. Pero sa presidential form of government, pag sinabing bawal ang drugs sa lahat. Pero sa Amerika, mayroong lugar na pwede mag-drugs. O for example, yung paggamit ng marijuana for medical purposes or for others for recreational purposes, inaalaw nila yon. Sa ibang bansa, sa ibang estado sa Amerika, pwede ang abortion, pero sa iba hindi. So parang nagkakaroon ng kalayaan ang bawat lugar na gumawa ng batas na applicable sa kanila. Okay? Ang problema kasi sa forma ng pamahalaan natin, example, sinabi, today we're going to install free Wi-Fi connectivity para sa lahat. Makaka-relate ba dito yung mga taga-bundok? Makaka-relate ba dito yung mga iba't ibang tribo? Hindi, di ba? Pero kung yan ay presidential form of government, federal form of government, o sige, gawin niyo yan sa Maynila, gawin niyo yan sa other developed cities, pero kami po hindi namin kailangan yan. Dito sa lugar namin, ang gagawin namin, papaunlarin namin ang aming agrikultura. So, nagkakaroon ng kalayaan ang bawat lugar sa formang federal form of government. Okay? Let's continue. Sorry. Nation state. Ano bang ibig sabihin nito? We have distinguished the term nation from state. However, political developments before the close of the 20th century caused the meaning of nation to evolve into another concept. People in state may have different nationalities. It means the state may be composed of people of different ethnic origins and identities. Okay, so parang ganito yun. Pag sinabi nating bansa, Pilipinas. Pero pag sinabi nating nation state, okay, ito yung bansa na may iba't ibang mga taong nakatira na binubuo ng iba't ibang lahi. Example, Pilipinas, hindi naman puro Pilipino ang nandito. Merong Incheck, may Amerikano, merong Hapon, may Koreano, 'di ba? May Espanyol, halos lahat na yata ng lahi nandito sa Pilipinas. So we are considered as a nation state kasi tayo ay bansa na binubuo ng different nationalities. Okay? Let's continue. Now, theories on the evolution of state. Paano ba nabuo ang ideya ng estado? Bakit ba nagkaroon ng state? Okay, bakit nagkaroon ng gobyerno? Bakit nagkaroon ng usaping teritoryo? Ba't nagkaroon ng usaping soberanya? Usaping tungkol sa mga tao? Bakit nagkaroon ng ganun? Number 1, the natural theory. According to this theory, the formation of the state results from a man's natural inclination to associate and interact. So, parang instinctively, ang mga tao, ginawa sila to fellowship. Ginawa sila to be one, to be with one another, no? Ginawa sila na magkakaiba man sila ng kultura, ng paniniwala, nagsasama-sama pa rin sila. So why not form a state para mas maging maayos? Okay. Number 2, the divine theory. This theory holds the view that the state is of divine creation and its rules are God's chosen one. Ako medyo naniniwala ako dito sa divine theory and also the natural theory na tayong mga tao naman sa natural theory kasi it's very basic. Kunwari bago ka sa isang school, mag-isa ka lang, kinabukasan yun may kausap ka ng isa, susunod na linggo 3 na kayo, susunod na linggo may barkada ka na, susunod na buwan, barkada mo na lahat. Okay? Kaibigan mo na lahat. Okay? So parang very natural for us na to have an association and interaction which forms a state. Sa divine theory, I also believe in this one kasi even in the creation, sino ba yung gumawa? 'Di ba? We have God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Okay? In Christian views. So doon pa lang meron na agad interaction. So that is basically the divine theory. Kung mismo ang mga Diyos, kung mismo ang Diyos sa kanyang tatlong persona ay may interaction, ay lalo na sa kanyang mga nilikha. Next, we have the force theory. Okay, ibig sabihin, from the word itself, force, okay, ipinilit or wala ka nang magawa, kaya nagkaroon ng estado. Tingnan nyo ha. It explains the formation of the state from two perspectives. Na first, it is viewed that state are formed by conquest, force, or coercion. No? Example, sa bansa natin, nagkaroon tayo ng formal na pamahalaan nung sinakop tayo ng iba't ibang bansa. So, by force. Second, they believe that the force is good by itself and that the state was indeed created by force, which is very important to put orders in society. So, basically, ang purpose daw ng state is to put orders in society. So, by force, no? Kesa magkagulo, ay maggawa tayo ng iba't ibang set of rules and regulation to be followed by these people. So, nagkaroon ngayon ng state. And the other one is because of force by conquest o pananakop or coercion, yung pamimilit. Okay. Next, the patriarchal theory. So, from the word patri, padre, or tatay, yung state daw ay parang ganito na buo, parang pamilya na merong isang lalaki, nag-asawa, nanganak. Pagkatapos yung mga anak nila, lumaki, nag-asawa, nanganak. Then naulit yung cycle. So according to this theory, state evolved from families, no, which is the basic unit of society. Families grew and became a clan. And then they enlarged into a tribe. Then yung tribe, lumaki ng lumaki, naging bansa. So, it's somehow like parang producing babies. Then yung mga babies na yon, dadami rin sila. Dahil lalaki sila, mag-aasawa at magkakaanak ulit. So, parang more of a patriarchal theory. Parang pamilya din, no? In a concept, in a sense. Then we also have the last one, which is the social contract theory. This theory explains that the state were formed, deliberate, and voluntary agreement among the people. Whether we like it or not, gustuhin man natin o hindi, dahil tayo ay nakatira sa isang lugar, ito yung bansang ginagalawan natin, hindi tayo pwedeng hindi magpansinan. It's a social contract na parang social expectation na ito yung mga taong kasama mo, might as well live with them. Parang tingnan natin yung estado sa halimbawa ng Pinoy Big Brother House. Papasok ang isa, mag-isa lang siya. May papasok uli na isa, kakaibiganin niya, kikilalanin niya. Hanggang sa makompleto sila, naging close sila lahat. Wala namang nagsasabi sa kanilang gawin yon. Wala namang nagsasabi sa unang uutos sa kanila be friend with one another because it's a game. No, pero it's a parang instinctively natural, social expected to you to form a group. Okay, to voluntarily agree na kakausapin ko to. May mag-utos o wala. So, that is what social or what political science is all about. Okay? So that will be the end. That will be the end of our lesson with regards to political science. Again, this is a comprehensive discussion of political science. Ito yung diniscuss ko sa ibang sections na na-meet ko. And for others, na na-discuss ko sa kanila yung half lang. So para kung gusto nyo balikan yung full discussion, panoorin nyo lang tong video na ito. Okay? So thank you for listening. Thank you for being patient. And for the activities, okay, I'll just send it via Google Classroom. I will also send the PowerPoint presentation that I have used in this discussion. Okay, so that's it for today. Good morning.